It's the Nationals and Reds opening a 3-game series. Patrick Corbin on the mound opened the unofficial second half for the Nationals. His 20th start of the year, a 1-9 record of 5.57 ERA.
So happy birthday to Patrick Corbin. And Franny, this would be a perfect day on which to get career win number 99. So it's Jonathan India, 275. India 4 for 10 career against Corbin. This one popped up right side, hanging up in the air. Long way for Lane Thomas. On the run, he'll get there. Here's Ellie De La Cruz on a 6-game hitting streak into the break. Swing and a miss. Patrick Corbin with a nasty breaking ball down and in. De La Cruz strikes out for the 128th time. This guy was a good Nat last year. Chamber Candelario traded at the deadline. Happy birthday to Patrick. Up and away with the fastball. Strikes out De La Cruz with the breaker. And then Chamber with the fastball away in a very nice 1-2-3. How about a 5 or 6 more of those tonight?
And for the Reds, their opening day starter, right-hander Frankie Montas makes his 18th start, 4-7 record, and a 4.38 earned run average.
So one all-star shortstop has been retired. We'll see if the other one can get something going here. C.J. Abrams
in the air. Fairchild started back, now coming in. Call off the left fielder Slater and grabs it for out number 1.
Lane Thomas into the all-star break with a 16-game on-base streak.
Thomas takes low inside, ball 4. Lane Thomas walks for the 25th time this year.
Jesse Winker will take it up and away. 35 walks in 84 innings for Montas coming in. And now 2 in a row here. Tonight in the cleanup spot with Juan Yepez, who's done something that no national has ever done, and that's hit safely in each of his first 10 games.
Yepez on the ground, a short chance for 2. De La Cruz to India to steer. That's a 6-4 3-inning ending double play. It's a good way to work around a couple of walks, get a double play. Scoreless at the end of 1. Nationals coming to bat here in the second inning, no score. Frankie Montas goes back to work with the left-handed hitting James Wood. Swing and a miss. He strikes out there to begin the second. And there's 1 away.
6-7 is a lot of strike zone to cover, even though he's got great bat speed and great potential. He has struck out now in the last 2 weeks over 42% of the plate appearances that he's had. So there is a learning curve when you get to this level.
And Ruiz swings, sends a fly ball to center field, and Fairchild is backing under it. He's there to make the catch, side retired, and Montas works a 1-2-3 second. On to Cowboy in the third. It's the Reds and Nationals, 0-0.
And that'll bring the phenom youngster Reese Hines to the plate. Boy, has he been fun to watch.
This one up the middle. Corbin, the great athlete, will pick it up. And a couple of quick outs.
And now Fairchild batting in the 9 spot.
Into left field. That's a base hit, so it will not be 9 in a row as Fairchild has a single over the head of the shortstop.
Now with the Reds have a little speed on the base pass and the top of the order up, you wonder here if David Bell's going to push the running game a little bit with Fairchild.
They got him. Bobbled the ball and the exchange, and Fairchild is safe. It was Yepez had trouble getting the ball out of his glove, and then on the back end they couldn't come up with the baseball.
Well, Yepez did everything right in this play except throw the ball efficiently to the second baseman.
India can be a tough out. We found that out in Cincinnati opening weekend.
Here is a line drive base hit into center field. The wave is on for Fairchild. He will score, and the Reds have a 1-0 lead. Jonathan India continues to swing that hot bat.
I mean, right now India is just ripping the bat through the zone. I mean, look at that. Gets a pitch that he can handle.
And there is another perfect example of the running game dictating the game. It's a 2-out stolen base. He does not score unless he steals that base.
Stevenson lined out sharply to the first baseman Juan Yepez.
Right back to Corbin, off of Corbin, recovers, and the ball gets away. Stevenson's on his way to second base. And I'm not sure what happened with Yepez there.
Yepez had a little bit of a problem with the glove tonight. He already muffed a play with a pickoff at first base here. That's a very catchable ball, and it goes right off the tip of the glove.
And that will go down as a two-base error.
Yeah, this is one of those where you can steal another run right here. You slap in a base hit, score a runner with 2 outs after an error, and they all begin to add up a little bit.
Left side. On the move, Lipscomb, and with the runner in front of him, not able to make the play, and interference is going to be called on Tyler Stevenson, and that should be the 3rd out of the inning. And here comes David Bell, who can have some really interesting meetings with different umpires around the league.
Well, that's a big man coming right at Trey. Trey doing a good job coming through it. Runner's interference. Smart play by Trey.
And it's outside. Winker on base again. His second walk drawn. Here's Juan Yepez. Ground ball up the middle, and that is through for a base hit. That's 11 in a row for Yepez. Consecutive games with a hit since joining the Nationals. Winker will stop at second. And Yepez with a ground ball single on the first pitch. In the dirt to the backstop. The runners will move up as Stevenson chases it down toward the Nationals on deck circle. And on the wild pitch, the Nationals now have two men in scoring position. Winker to third, Yepez to second. So 2 RBIs sitting out there for Wood, tying a go-ahead runs, and the Reds will play the infield back.
That'll score a run and maybe a couple. Winker home. Here comes Yepez. The throw is way offline. In fact, it hits James Wood. And unluckily for him, it bounces right out to their second baseman. 2-1 Nats. Ouch.
That ball was 30 feet left of his target.
Well, nice job right here. Cutter in on the hands. A good pitch. A nice job yet again by the kid.
Here is Keibert Ruiz.
Keibert, deep right center, approaching the scoreboard. See you later. It's a big inning for the Nats. 4 in the 4th to lead by 3.
Middle fastball. That's what you're supposed to do with it. Nice job by Keibert. Drop the head on it. 1 off the bat, 405 feet. Great at bat his first time around. Just missed one to center field, it looked like. This one, he doesn't miss.
And a huge shutdown inning opportunity for the Nats as of today. 35-year-old left-hander airs it out and strikes out. Patrick Corbin, number 5.
What I like about this, we haven't seen a whole lot of the cutter in this spot consistently. We've seen it today consistent. Down and in, up and in, a couple of that backed up, but in good spots on this one, but that's perfect.
Breaking ball lined up the middle. Abrams to his left gets to it. He's going to throw and bounce it on one up to a stretching Juan Yepez in time for the out that ends the inning. So very quick inning for Patrick Corbin to retire the Reds. 1, 2, 3 on 7 pitches.
And the Nats haven't scored yet, but they're trying to add on here in the 5th inning. Juan Yepez got the Nats' first base hit last time up. Yepez turns on one. Deep left field. Approaching the wall. See you later. He keeps on hitting. And now he has a Washington home run.
Wow. How about this pitch, right?
That was pulling your hands in on something right there.
Juan Yepez, 15th big league homer. A 3-run shot. And the Nats are indeed slamming the ball around Uncle Sam's ballpark tonight.
Corbin retiring Candelario. He'll get to stay in and try to finish 6 innings. Corbin trying to pick up a win on his birthday.
Swing and a miss. Happy birthday, Patrick Corbin. Thanks for 6 great tonight.
Brent Suter out of the pen.
Swinging a ground ball, backhanded at first by Steer. He'll give it up to Suter, covering at the bag for the out.
And here comes athletic trainer Tomas Vera, Derek Johnson, David Bell. Not sure I saw anything as Suter was over to cover the bag. A little wince after he hits the bag, but didn't see anything on the path there. And he's going to lead the ball game.
So Jesse Winker's second intentional walk of the season will set things up for Juan Yepez, who hit a 3-run homer in the 5th inning.
And on the move, Winker. Ball back to the screen. Here comes Young. That throw gets away. Winker goes to third.
Snowball fight!
Nats lead 8-1. Most probably a wild pitch and then possibly an error on the catcher's relay.
Second and third with 1 out.
Austin Slater is next.
That's a fair ball down the right field line. This will play 2. And Slater, now they're having trouble fielding the ball in right field. And Slater, after putting on the brakes, chugs on down to second base. It's a 2 RBI hit for Slater. The Reds clean to their final out, and David Bell will send up a pinch hitter. And Jake Fraley, 5-run lead and a couple runners on. Down the right field line. That'll plate 1. On his way to third is Marte. They're going to wave him around. It's a 2 RBI double for Jake Fraley. Ball gets away. Fraley on his way to third, and he's in there safely. Reds trying to come off the mat here, and Fraley delivers in a big way. So now a 3-run game, and now a save situation, and here comes Dave Martinez. And the last thing that Dave Martinez wanted to do was call upon his closer. This was a blowout game into the Reds. Have exploded here in the 9th, and now Kyle Finnegan on with 2 outs and a runner aboard.
Reds are down 8-5. We're in the 9th inning. The Reds were down 7 when the inning began. They've scored 4.
And he walked him. And the tying run will come to the plate in the form of Elly De La Cruz. And this will be the first head-to-head battle. De La Cruz and Kyle Finnegan. Elly batting from the left-hand side, representing the tying run.
Second base side. Garcia has it. And so do the Reds. Good battle by the Reds right down to the last swing of the ball game, when it was at one time 8-1. And in the first time they ever faced each other, Cal Finnegan retires Elly De La Cruz.